Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
You if you're watching live on Channel 5 cable or on Facebook or YouTube. Hello, maybe you're watching tonight, 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. For a lot of you, that's the only time that you watch the show, and we appreciate you tuning in, and thanks for the nice feedback. Talked to a lady yesterday that watches the show. It's weird sometimes, like I'm bagging groceries, and I can tell when people look at my name tag because it says Tony Tone, and then they look, and they give me this puzzled look like, and she said, "Oh, you do work here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." For almost 2 years. And she was like, "Oh, I just thought you did the show and then left." And I was like, "Oh, well, in a perfect world, ma'am, I would be able to totally pull a Dwyer and Michaels and do my show and leave. But some of us have to put in a long day here in the grocery store." So I appreciated talking to her. It's been a tough week in Muscatine, if I'm being honest with you. We've started the week with that terrible video of a special needs student being attacked in the hallway, and then yesterday, I guess technically it was Tuesday night, there was a shooting threat that turned out to be a hoax that was put on social media. Muscatine police got involved. The students were removed. Parents were talked to, but for some reason that news didn't get out until yesterday, so then people didn't know if it was an active threat, and there was, I don't want to say chaos, but it was kind of chaotic, people trying to get their kids from Muscatine High School. So, it's good to know that it was just a hoax, still a scary situation, and a tough week for Muscatine. And it's too bad because there's so many good things going on. So as I pivot, I comment on what's going on because I'm not, going to ignore what's happening. But at the same time, there are literally so many great events going on between today and Sunday that are really going to shine a light on a lot of good people and good groups that are coming together. And we're going to just start right now talking about that. So tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, the 9th annual Jessica Piney Memorial Ride and Music Festival is back. And on the show for the first time?
Yes.
Is that right? Matt Piney is here, and Jeff Glenn is here, and we're going to talk all about this. And guys, this is, I can't believe, when I was looking at some notes this morning, I was like, 9th annual?
Yep, 9th
That's
annual.
wild. Thanks for coming, buddy. Good to
Yeah.
see you. That is a firm handshake, Jeff. My gosh.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. For folks watching, again, I never assume that everybody knows all the events that are happening. So this is a 2-day music fest, motorcycle ride on Saturday. But I want to back up, Matt, and give folks some context.
Okay.
9th annual event in honor of Jessica Piney, your daughter.
Yep.
And it's not that often that people can take a personal tragedy and turn it into an event that's gone on for 9 years and has done so much good. So can you just give us some background for the folks that are watching?
I guess we'll start where the story started. Back in '98, Jessica was walking home from school, and she was struck and killed by a car. Previously that week, we bought her Christmas presents, so we didn't know what we should do with them. Didn't feel right by taking them back, so we donated them to Sheridan Phillips with the Pearl City Outreach. They, in turn, and a few weeks later, opened a clothing closet, and they thought, in honor of that gift, we'd like to open Jessica Faye's Closet. That was 22 years ago.
Unbelievable.
That the closet first opened, long time ago. And Sharon did her best and does her best every year to get it done. And I got back into riding motorcycles a while back, and I thought, well, let's come up with a way to get a charity going to help the closet and something. So out of our crazy minds, we came up with the Jessica Piney Memorial Ride and Music Festival. That's been going 9 years now, so it's a great thing. We also donated her organs when she passed, and at the time, it was a really long process. It took us like 2 hours to go through a phone interview and stuff like that for us to be able to donate her organs, and we thought it would be a great way for us to ride for organ donation awareness so that more people sign up, so the process is faster. So when the teams are able to get there, they're able to receive so many life-saving gifts of organ, transplants to where that we just thought that'd be a good way for us to ride, and our club is formed around organ donation awareness. We ride everywhere together, and all over wherever we go, we always seem to have somebody stop us that sees that green ribbon and is either connected to it, been a recipient, been a donor, knows a donor. And this year we have the opportunity for us to honor 3 great donors this year. And that's what we try and do, is we try and, when we have this opportunity to come up, a friend of mine that I've known probably 8 years riding over in Des Moines, I got the message in January 1st that his son was on leave from the military in the Navy, was on his way back with his best friend to the airport to go back to the service, and was killed in an automobile accident. And he donated his organs. Austin donated his organs, and Hogg and I rode over and attended the funeral and stuff like that. So it was, it's just been one of them years. And Devin Esterbrook, the firefighter that was killed on 61, I actually passed that accident that morning on the way to work, type deal. And when I found out he was a donor, I contacted their family. They're coming down. We're going to include Devin in the festival this year. And a member of ours had actually joined the Life Riders because her son was a donor.
Wow.
We're honoring Nick this year, Nick Hartman, her son. So,
fantastic.
Yeah, it's a nice way for us to celebrate the lives of all those people out there who save lives out of tragedy.
I was going to say, it's been such an incredible story, and to have this event for 9 years says a lot about not only the people that will literally ride with you on Saturday, but for folks that show up and just enjoy 2 nights of live music. Because you've done such a good job, and Jeff, you know this as well. You want people to understand we're here, we're having a good time, but we're certainly also talking about organ donation, and you've done a lot of good work with the Iowa Donor Network. And for you, I know that being involved and showing your support and getting that awareness out is so important, isn't it?
Oh yeah, very much so. And I represent everywhere I go pretty much.
And that's just, part of it when you talk about folks with the Iowa Donor Network, and organ donation can be a weird conversation to have, guys, right? I mean, it's one of those things, you never think that it's going to come up, and God forbid an accident happens or whatever. And if you can give that gift of life, as you guys made that tough decision all those years ago with Jessica, it can really, I think about like John Bronze, right? He was looking for, I think he was needing a kidney, I'm not for sure, and just went up to Wisconsin and got that transplant. So that's right. That's another local guy that just, it's not just an isolated thing, organ donation. It affects a lot of us, and whether we know that or not.
What's cool for me is I find out new things every year with organ donation. Speaking with Tanya Esterbrook, Devin's widow, he was able to, there was somebody here in Muscatine that needed a kidney that they knew of.
Wow.
And he was able to, the tissue match, so he was able to designate where that went. And
That's
I never knew you could do that. I thought it was always top of the list.
Yeah.
Whoever needs it the most. But to find out that somebody here in Muscatine was saved through that, to me it's what we're here for. It's why we ride. It's why we go through this every year and put this on. It's saving lives and that out of tragedy. For sure.
And at the same time, this event, the 9th annual now Jessica Piney Memorial Ride Music Festival, has continued to grow and evolve, and it's great to have the continued support of folks like Dave and Mary at the Mississippi Brew. And what I like about this year is, and again, we're talking about tomorrow and Saturday night, by the way. This isn't next week. We're very timely.
We're here. Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's here.
If you're in downtown Muscatine and you hear the sound of live music, just find your way down Iowa Avenue. And what I love, Matt, is that the stage is on Iowa Avenue.
Yeah, this is the first year we've been able to break out. They actually have another thing going on, the Eamon Meyer bike ride that ends there also. That's another great thing going on tomorrow. So, or going on Saturday. So Dave and they did what they could, and Mary, they juggled things around. We all sat down and figured, okay, they've had, success setting up out front with Second Saturday. So we thought, well, let's try it with us this year. So graciously, the city of Muscatine has always been behind us, and they let us shut down Iowa Avenue early. We'll still be part of Second Saturday this year.
Awesome.
So it'll be a cool way for Muscatine just to blow up this week.
So we talk about live music starting tomorrow, Friday. Do we have a rundown of the bands. I know, and this is also part of it, right? Is that your group, so many talented musicians.
Oh, dude.
And I don't know what came first, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I don't even know if I know the answer, if it's just these are guys and girls that you've known for a long time that are also in bands, or if they got involved in the event because they wanted to be be associated with.
Well, let's go back to the first year.
Sure.
I paid bands to play.
Oh wow.
We went into the hole.
Okay.
We were down like $2,000. We were like had to raise that much just to pay bands to play.
Sure.
And I decided after that year we're not paying another band to play.
Sure.
Shockingly, 3 of the bands from the first year said, "Oh yeah, we went back in. We're gonna play.
Awesome.
We're gonna play for free." And then it's grown and warped. Bands hear about it. They want to be involved. They contact me. Sometimes I contact them. But now we're up to 12 bands again this year.
Jeez,
I mean, 12 bands. And these bands all donate every bit of their time.
So
they
great.
pay nothing. And they're in the hole because they're driving down.
Sure.
We have bands coming from Davenport. We have some coming in from Iowa City. We have
Great.
some coming from all over. So the rundown, we can go through that real quick.
Sure.
Since it's live media, I'll have to blank a word here.
Okay.
But how about we say it's the darn Gallaghers?
There you go.
The darn Gallaghers, okay? Just to be safe on that one. The Love Dogs are coming back this year.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And they are one of the bands that's one of the originals that played. And honestly, when that first year, they give their money back.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they were the first one that kind of started it. Hermit Longhorn's going to play.
Cool.
They're a local band. Non Grata is coming in from Iowa City.
Awesome.
And if you know anything about my daughter Jessica, she was the biggest headbanger you would ever meet. I loved rock music. I've always loved rock music. And she loved to sit and jam out with Dad. So Non Grata's coming down. And then we get a little heavy that night. That's Non Grata. And then into Stygian.
Stygian.
Yeah, so
and I love that we have the lineup on the screen.
Yeah.
And again, we're talking about music, guys, starting at 6 o'clock till 1.
On $5 cover for each night. Now, come
Wow.
on. You can't get 6 bands on a $5 cover.
No.
Nowhere it's going to happen.
And what's so great is that there is something for everybody in this 2-day lineup of music.
Yeah, it is. And we've got everything. John Paul Jones, he's another great.
Cool.
He's been down at the Brew before. He's a great blues artist out of Ottumwa. He's driving from Ottumwa to play for free. So Riding Atlas, they're a band out of the North Quad Cities area. Facing Time's a favorite around here. You know, a lot of those guys in that band have played from the very start. Different bands, different setups. First Impression's going to play down there at 8:15. Becky always blows it up.
Love Becky.
And she's got some guys filling in as well. They're going to call it 7 Impression.
Okay.
Because some guys from the old 7 Shire filling in there and helping out.
That's
so it's
kind of
gonna be
cool.
Yeah. And we're really excited about Northbrook coming down.
Okay.
A lot of people don't hear about Northbrook in this area, but they're one of the bigger bands in the Quad Cities. So
cool.
They've contacted us. Asked if they could play, and we're going to finish it up with a ZZ Top tribute
These
band.
guys are so cool.
All right, Mississippi Mud's going to get up there and throw it down to close it all up. So,
I was really excited to see Mississippi Mud in the lineup on Saturday night, wrapping things up. They're fantastic. They look the part. They sound the. You feel like you're at a ZZ Top show.
Cool. Right? Yeah, we're excited. We really are. And like we say, $5 a night cover. You can't beat that. You know, $10. That's a whole weekend for $10.
And Jeff, for people watching, I mean, they need to understand that you talk about a $5 cover, all of that money is going to get sent to the Iowa Donor Network, help out people with that organ donor awareness. And again, we've just talked about 4 or 5 different examples of local people that have benefited from it. So they just need, at this point, I mean, you just need to be there, right?
That's right. All you got to do is show up Friday night, and it's guaranteed a great time. If you don't have a good time, it's your own fault. $5, you can't go wrong.
No way.
And $5 each night. And then we also got the ride on Saturday.
Yeah, we definitely need to talk about the motorcycle ride.
Yeah,
$10 a person.
Yeah,
so.
we need to prepare people for that one because it's a long one.
Is it a long one?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so.
And hopefully not a wet one this year.
Right.
It won't be wet. I'm sure watch out for us.
That's right.
Yeah, we're going to take a ride to Burlington, to Keithsburg via Burlington.
Okay.
Let's say it that way. So that first stretch will be a nice long one. Make sure you show up with your bikes all gassed up, ready to go. But yeah, we're going to it'll be about an hour and a half ride up to Keithsburg.
Wow.
We'll stop over there for a little bit, head on up to Ducky's. We have a little surprise planned At Ducky's, a lot of people don't hear about it, but I hear there's going to be some cool tunes brought in by Joshua Kane.
Nice.
I just blew the surprise.
That's the surprise.
Right. So, yeah, he's going to come play for us. He can shred a guitar. So
I was going to say, that dude is super talented.
He's really good. We're excited to have him there. He's going to meet us up for lunch.
Sure.
And we'll sit there and just chill out at Ducky's, and then we'll head on back to blow up the music festival. So
it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
In the past, you've had how many people on bikes? I don't know, 50, 60?
We've had up to about 85, almost 100 bikes there, on the big years. We'll have to see what the weather does this year. So registration opens at 9 o'clock on Saturday at Riverside Park in Muscatine. You won't miss us down there.
No, you won't. You won't.
Like that, But,
you definitely won't. And not only that, Matt, but I know that part of this as well is you want to maybe reward people. The bike is looking real good, right?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
Bike show.
Well, first of all, during the ride, we're going to show you a little sticker for $5. It's called the Bug Assassin. So you put it on your bike, your helmet, your eyeglasses, wherever you think you're going to catch a bug at. And the best one with a bullseye wins a cool little Bug Assassin trophy.
That's awesome.
Handmade by myself online.
Yeah.
And then when we come back down at 5 o'clock, from 5 to 7, there's a bike show at the music festival.
Oh, that's great.
So guys, shine your bikes up, bring them down, set them down there. And
look at that trophy.
Well, it's better than that because that one there is not quite written right.
Sure.
I'm not going to leave free 40 characters.
I think that would almost be better.
Right? Right.
Your name here.
Yep. But we'll you're at bike show down there, and we have top 3 prizes. We also, if you got a loud one, bring it down because about 7 o'clock, we'll crank them up and see if we can break any windows.
Bike.
I was going to say,
I hope Brews Insurance is paid up, right?
Well, I was there last night. I think they're prepared. But this is, again, to get back to what I was saying at the beginning, it's been a tough week for Muscatine, but we're talking about such an awesome event that has continued to grow. And I know that it's not easy and that it's a lot of work. In addition to the personal tragedy and keeping this going, that it is serving a greater good.
Yeah, and right? I have the best team behind me.
Sure.
I mean, I couldn't do what I do without the Pro City Life Riders. And everybody that's stepped up and helped out, and they do it every year. And this is their time to work because I'm going to work them hard for the next couple of days because we have set up and tear down. And, but we try and have some fun in between. And the whole situation in the Muscatine. All these cities go through those kind of things, and let's learn from our mistakes. Let's move on as a community because this community is special. I don't know if anybody really knows about all the different charities and the things that get done. The MC, the stuff you guys do with the shelter downtown and everything.
Well, it's just,
everything's great.
How about just Jessica Faye's Closet? And the fact that that's still a resource in town
for
folks.
Yeah, and definitely, 22 years ago, this all started and it's closed. It's been through, an arson attempt. It's been, but we've got it done. And Sharon Phillips at the outreach feeds people every day, clothes them, works hard every day with that.
She's amazing.
And she needs some props in that.
She does. She deserves it. And there's, again, so many this weekend alone, you mentioned the Amy Meyer bike ride. There's so many people that are going to be out and about.
River City Throwdowns down there.
Right, River City Throwdown.
Second
live
Saturday
music.
over the edge. It's going to be Muscatine's going to be.
So,
it's going to be crazy.
Like Jeff said, if you're not having a good time and out and about, it's your own fault because we've just told you so many different things that you could do. And I would just encourage you to come out, and maybe this is the first time you've ever heard of this event, the 9th annual Jessica Piney Memorial Ride Music Festival. That's okay.
Right.
That's okay. Maybe you don't know about the Iowa Donor Network, but you know somebody that passed away and was able to be an organ donor. A couple years ago, there was that incredible story of that guy that had lost his daughter and rode his bike. And he came through Muscatine.
Yeah, we met that guy.
Right, he was Bill, I think was his name. He was driving on his bike, and he ended up meeting the guy that received his daughter's heart. And it was such a touching story. So, an organ donation is real, and it's something that is happening every day. And there's people in town that are waiting for long times on these organ donation lists. So, it's might be just as simple as signing or checking the box on the back of a driver's license.
Yeah. And let your families know. Let your families know your choice. That's another big thing. So at the hospital at that time, there's not a big,
Sure.
No, I don't know if we want to do this. That if that's your choice, make that choice, and make sure your family knows your choice.
There's web pages also for Iowa Donor Network, as well as Pearl City Life Riders.
Yeah.
Also Facebook pages for both. So
I just
any information and things that people want to learn about, they're more than welcome to.
And we definitely, want people to be educated so that they are well aware. And there's Pearl City Life Riders Facebook page. We've jumped on the website, and Iowa Donor Network. There's a lot of good resources out there. So maybe you're out of town this weekend, you can't attend, but boy, you want to learn more. Please reach out. I mean, you could reach out to Jeff or Matt. They'd point in the right direction.
Yeah.
I know that. The upcoming holiday stroll.
Santa
shows up occasionally.
Yeah. Biker Claus will be new this year, guaranteed by the guy that rode down there last year. That there will be a new Biker Claus next year. I thought I'd do the Grinch this year. We should have both.
That's a good idea. You should have both.
Yeah,
Biker
sure.
Grinch and
Biker Claus. But we're looking forward to that. We have a lot of fun just getting out in the community and helping. Spread awareness and stuff like that.
Well, it's just a great opportunity.
I must have took 1,000 pictures down there that night with kids.
No, it's awesome.
Yeah,
and again, you have such a great group with the Pearl City Life Riders. And anytime you can get people together for a good cause while having a good time, but keeping things top of mind, because that's what I'll say about this event. As much as you're out Friday, Saturday rocking out, it's never out of sight with banners or signage or sign-up booths. It's always top of mind of why you're there.
Exactly.
So you can come down and have fun and rock out, and if that's all you do, that's fine. But I promise you will not be, too far away from learning about, organ donation or why this event has gone on and will continue to. And I'm assuming, 2020 would be 10th annual. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it would be kind of big. We'll have to see what we can do.
Right? I mean, I'm not saying make it bigger. I don't know if you need a third night.
I don't know how we would. I really don't. I really don't know how we would. I don't know how we make it bigger.
There's something to be said about the work that's happened over the last 9 years with this event, and the fact that musical lineup is great. 2 nights, tomorrow and Saturday, Jessica Piney Memorial Ride Music Festival. Maybe you have a motorcycle and you thought you were done riding for the season.
Oh yeah, come on down.
No way.
Yeah, come on down tomorrow. Let's go for a
ride
ride.
left.
It'll be awesome.
Yeah, we'll have a good time.
Well, guys, I appreciate you being here. This is going to be an awesome event. If you're just joining us, this is 9th Annual Jessica Piney Memorial Ride Music Festival. Friday, tomorrow, the 20th, Saturday, the 21st, motorcycle ride. Then 2 nights of music. So Friday, the 20th, Saturday, the 21st, starting at 6 p.m. both nights.
I think it's 5 on
Saturday. Okay.
Yep, 5 on
so
Saturday.
6 on Friday, 5 on Saturday. Awesome bands from the area and outside the area donating their time, all for a good cause, talking organ donation. And all we ask is that you show up and have a good time. $5 cover, like Jeff said. I mean, that's an unbelievable deal, right?
That's right.
And I'll say this, if you're feeling generous, you can pay more than $5.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
So
donations are always welcome.
We'll keep the change.
You have any shirts or hoodies for sale this year?
We have shirts. Lots of shirts left. Come down and pick one up. They're $20 a piece. Neither one of us are wearing it. Don't know
That's
why.
Okay. I mean, it's always a good design.
Yeah, it's always a great design. This year's a heart back patch. This is really super cool with wording and stuff. So people have loved it. But we'll come down. We'll get you one.
I love it, guys. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks again for the night.
And this,
Thanks, Tony.
I'll tell you what. This is what's awesome. We're just getting done talking to Matt and Jeff, and then in a couple minutes we're going to talk to Fruitland Lions Club about a Veterans Memorial.
Awesome.
So there's so much good stuff going around. You just got to look for it sometimes. Yep. Pearl City Life Riders RC on Facebook. You can see it right there. You can jump out to the website and at the very least educate yourself about organ donation and check that box and let your family know your plans. It's a good deal. All right, we're going to go to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle camera and we'll let these guys get out of here, I guess.
All righty, thanks again.
Thanks, guys.
Tony.
Great seeing you. I appreciate it. Good to see you, Jeff. Thanks, man. We're looking at some Pepsi, everybody, in the pop aisle. And a refreshing Pepsi. It's been hot this week, right? So maybe you need your favorite beverage on ice. That's why I've got the old Starbucks sugar-free, high-fat, keto-friendly drink on ice because I don't want to be sweating on TV. That's not something I want to do. Today, I don't know if you knew this, is National Talk Like a Pirate Day. So, arg, mateys. You know how much pirates love their Starbucks, right? Walk the plank with your Starbucks if you'll have it. It's also National Get Ready Day. And this is true because I found it on the internet. It is Meow Like a Pirate Day. So I don't know if you want to meow like a pirate. Maggie, you want to come on over? So Meow Like a Pirate Day is happening today. So meow. That's the last time I'm going to do that. I don't want to embarrass myself any more than I already do. So, all right, very good. Let's go Toyota Muscatine Cart Cam, and we'll get our next guests ready to roll. And I wanted Steve to take the Cart Cam to show off some Iowa Hawkeye apparel. So he's going right across the front of the store. Hello, friends. Hi. We consider, oh my, there's a lot of folks. This is good. Maybe, can we pull these chairs out? We'll have everybody stand. And Maggie, I'm going to mic you up for sure. And then, we'll get ourselves situated. So Steve is taking the Cart Cam across the front of the store, going to look at some Hawkeye stuff. You know, Iowa doesn't have a game this weekend, but if you still find yourself needing any Iowa or Iowa State apparel, we can get you all taken care of. I'm going to clip this right here. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for doing this. Right there is perfect. Thank you. No, this is awesome. And if anybody else is going to be a brave spokesperson, feel free to clip a microphone on. I'm not brave, but I can talk. All right, Steve, selfishly, if you find a shirt that would fit me, let me know. I could use another Hawkeye shirt. And I would also take a Lions shirt, a Fruitland Community Lions Club shirt, everybody. I wouldn't turn that down. Oh, well, listen, here, everybody. I'm always looking to be more involved if I can. That's a good opportunity. All right, very good. So, Steve, see if you find a shirt that would fit me. You know, I'm a medium. I'm a 3XL. So look for that. If you can. Oh, well, hey, listen. All I need to do, apparently, is go to the Fruitland Community Lions Club. I don't have to go any further. All right. Hey, look at this. We're all matching. Isn't this awesome? All right. So everybody can introduce themselves. I'll start right here.
Maggie Curry.
Maggie has a mic on. Sorry.
Nadine Brocker.
Hi, Nadine.
I'm Wayne Scholes.
Wayne.
And Janina Hawley.
All right. So, all right, let's do this. Wayne, can you switch spots with Janine and Nadine? Maggie, how about you go towards Wayne, and I'll share the mic. Maggie and Wayne are mic'd up. I should have done that already. Look at how we're all wet. Like I'm almost an honorary member of the Fruitland Community Lions Club.
Pay your dues, you're in.
Oh, I just have to pay the dues. Okay, good.
We'll talk to Matt.
Well, checks in the mail, I think is the saying. So Maggie reached out, and I think this is great. So the All Veterans Memorial in Fruitland. For folks that maybe haven't seen this yet, there's a lot of good information online that I sent Chad that we'll be able to talk about, and awesome pamphlets like this. So where are we at in this process? Maggie, are we at the point where we're just looking to get folks to honor veterans and get this filled out? Because this is also the form at the same time.
The kickoff was 2 weeks ago.
So 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, we kicked off the fundraiser.
Okay, awesome. And at this point, there's still spaces available? Would it be safe to say?
Yes. It just started, right.
Okay.
We have those there that we're handing out to everybody, and takes 2 names. You can fill 2 names out in there. And it's pretty self-explanatory for the information and things. This is kind of the idea, the vision of Wayne when they chartered out the Lions Club. And awesome. That was 2015 when we chartered. Oh, wow. So we have 22 members, and it's just really a wonderful thing for all the different things that we do. And this is one thing that we're real proud of working on.
I didn't know that.
The membership or the chair of doing this. Nadine is our president of the Lions Club this year.
I didn't know that. So for just 4 years, thank you, sir. Look at that. It's my size, everybody. You sure that doesn't say medium? That says 3XL. You
doesn't say Lions Club either.
It doesn't say Lions Club either. Wayne, I get it, all right?
That's a good color for Lions Club.
Yes, I was going to say it kind of fits. So for just having been chartered 4 years, 22 members, seems like we're at a good place, Wayne.
We have to give thanks to the Muscatine Club. They helped us get chartered. We worked at it with Mike Fuller and went around and got immediate interest from the Fruitland community area. Mm-hmm. Not all of us live in Fruitland Popular. Some of us live actually in the city of Muscatine. Mm-hmm. So we very excited about the things we have accomplished over several years. So
I was going to say that's a big deal, and obviously Nadine recognizing our veterans makes sense. But this is also a lot of work to get this done. So I think it's important for people watching. This memorial is open to all area veterans, right?
It certainly is, and the veteran can still be living, doesn't have to be deceased, and if we welcome any and all.
Yeah. And it's really just as easy, again, is filling out one of these forms,
right,
and then obviously getting the check in the mail or hand it over or cash.
We've become associated with the Community Foundation.
Oh, perfect.
In Muscatine, so they'll be handling the funds for us. We've got a link on there that if they want to go to Community's website, they can pay by credit card.
Awesome.
Instead of sending a check, it's up to them. Some people have 2 or 3 members in the family, so it might get expensive.
I'd like to mention one thing, Tony, is that Lions Club International has made veterans recognition a high priority for the last several years. We started a program a few years ago, having our own veterans our veterans celebration at the Island Cemetery in cooperation with a couple of local churches. So veterans have been on our minds, as well as the Lions Club, for years and years.
So where, and I don't know, so it's going to be an obvious question, but where is the memorial going to be located? Is it there already? I don't even know, and if that's a dumb question,
we have
I
approval
apologize.
from the City Council of Fruitland to locate it right to the city community building there in Fruitland. So
perfect.
There's about an acre of green grass there. That's where we see it. It's going to be a beautiful location.
Well, and it just makes sense because we certainly understand, and you can see on the screen right there, look at how nice that's going to look. What I was going to say is it makes sense to do this because there are so many people that have served in this area, Fruitland included, obviously, and they're worthy of recognition. So from what I can see, it looks like there'll be some benches and then pretty good size. I mean, do we know the size of this? Because it looks like it's going to be large.
It's going to be 10 foot wide and 6 foot tall. Depending on the font that we use when we get it engraved, we can get up to 400 names on it.
Jeez.
So we should be fine. If we have to buy more granite, we'll buy more granite.
I was going to say that would be a good problem to have, right? This is becoming so popular that you got to get more granite.
One of the things I would point out too is that in the Muscatine Fruitland area, there's no memorial where the veterans' names are recognized. We have the Civil War Memorial that has Civil War veterans as well. But this would be like our Vietnam Wall in Muscatine County.
Well, 6 foot tall by 10 foot wide. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be, you're going to notice that for sure. And it just makes sense, right? I mean, I know that this is going to take a lot of effort. What's our timeline or time frame? Is it just as far as?
Just however it goes and get the money to start getting things
We have a goal of 45 grand.
Okay.
So when we get close to that, then we can start cutting it off, but we've got a ways to go.
Well, we know how generous people are in this community, so if anybody wants to write that check for $45,000, by all means, I'm sure that would be, you might get a shirt for free if you did that, I imagine, maybe a couple, right?
And the Community Foundation is going to help us with upkeep after it's built.
Good.
So any extra money we would have, we'll have for maintenance.
Yeah, and that makes sense, right? And I saw on the Community Foundation's Facebook page that they were sharing this. So getting that information out there, and that's what we're doing this morning.
Right.
So again, this isn't just for folks in Fruitland. This is open to all area vets, and I think that's important that we keep saying that because you want this to be a destination. And at the same time, it'll be good for Fruitland to get that traffic once this is open and ready to go, and I'm sure there'll be a nice dedication ceremony. So sooner the better, in my opinion.
Yes.
I mean, definitely would love to get you to honor your veteran in your life before winter, right? I feel like between now and December, you'll really be able to cover a lot of ground, right?
We hope
with
so,
respect to getting people signed up.
That's our plan.
And then, that making it a destination, there's something to be said about that as well, right? Because we know that just like what they're working on in Wilton with the Freedom Rock for Muscatine County, that'll become a point of interest. This will be good for Fruitland to have something that people can go to from throughout the county, quite frankly, right?
We were at Fruitland Fun Days last week, and the people were very responsive to it. And a lot of people come over looking for information. So that was a great way we were able to share the brochures and things and get the word out. So it's really starting, and word of mouth should be that advertising. We know that.
Yeah, and I was going to say, with 22 members in just 4 years or so, is there room for more? Are you
Always.
looking?
Most definitely, there's room for more.
And what's that process like to become a member of the Fruitland Community Lions Club?
Just come to the meeting.
That's it?
If you got a heartbeat, we want you.
Wait. bringing the heat this morning. I like it. Have a heartbeat.
We meet every third Wednesday of the month.
Okay.
At 7 o'clock down there at Fruitland. And, Tony, awesome. These are all the things that we have done.
Oh,
all
wow.
The different,
can I see this? Look at this. This is unbelievable. So, free little library, Fruitland Fun Days, Fun Day Parade, L&M Scholarships, Support After Prom, Blood Drive, Kids Site. You've only been around for 4.5 years. You guys are getting after it. The Kids Site screenings are super important, I know, to be able to offer that.
Yep.
Diabetes education, Drake Park Fire Pit, Deep Lakes Cleanup, Fruitland Yard Sale, Fruitland Cleanup Day. Hold on, there's more. Adopted families and seniors for Christmas, Senior Christmas Meal, Care and Share Support, Construct Access Ramp, Support Riding for Success, Veterans Day Observance, and then, of course, the Veterans Memorial. That is fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Yes.
And our motto is we serve, and we do.
Yeah, you're serving quite a bit, apparently. I mean, in a short time. That really speaks to the efforts of everybody involved. And I like, again, that there's still opportunities for folks to get involved and join if they want to. But at the same time, if you want to get in on this memorial, I would say time is of the essence. And again, the best problem would be to have to expand the memorial, but certainly, and the price, I feel like, is very affordable for this. And I think, Chad, maybe we were showing the donation form. Okay, so if we click on that form itself, you can see how easy it is to fill out. And the engraving, 2 lines for $100. Was that important, the price to make it? Because I feel like that's very affordable for something that's this special.
That actually is the cost of engraving is right around $100.
Yeah.
So not really making any money off of the veterans. It's donations from the community that's going to really support this. So.
And it's nice to see that there's examples of how it will all look. So at this point, we're sitting here on September 19th. Do we know how many folks have filled out a donation form? Are we keeping track of that?
I have 7 veterans signed up.
Perfect.
We've got over about $3,000 in donations only. So yeah, we're up to 3,200, something like that already.
That's fantastic. So, and
2 weeks.
Nadine, for everybody out there, still plenty of time to get in on this. We talked about $45,000 being the total cost. So we could use, again, if people are watching, right, we need you to help spread the word. It would be great to have, to close out the month in a couple of weeks and have that number 7 be closer to 37 or 47, right?
That would be fantastic. It really would.
And I think that this is so nice. And I did not know that there was not already an existing space in town.
There are memorials, but not with the names on it.
But not with the names, yes. And the names will definitely be impactful because I'm sure that all of us here right now, whether anybody served here, I don't know, but...
I did, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Wayne. See, that's what I was going to get at. Like, Wayne served, and then I think of people that I know. I have cousins in the Navy right now, right? My grandpa was in the Navy in World War II. His brother died in World War II. So you don't have to think too hard on as far as finding people in your family or your group of friends that have served.
One thing, at Fruit and Fun Days, we had a booth there, and we heard over and over again, I want my dad's name on this.
Sure.
I want my brother's name on this, my sister's name on this. And so they want their family to be recognized for their service. So.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, I was in high school when September 11th happened. I was a senior in high school, and I had so many classmates that were thinking about joining the military and then did and went right over to Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever example of service folks have found themselves in. But there is something about this, and I've been in Muscatine 7 years and in Iowa for 17, but it certainly seems, and I think it's an Iowa thing, and I'm not saying that Illinois doesn't have folks that serve, because they certainly do, but there is something, the sense of patriotism for sure in eastern Iowa is very strong, and we know that, right?
A classic example of that, I was on the Civil War Memorial in the courthouse in that committee, and we raised over $200,000 in less than a year's time. So that was the support from the community.
So for those folks that donated to that, listen, we could use only a fraction of 45. I mean, they're talking about $200,000. We're only asking for $45,000.
Yeah, right.
Is there an opportunity? And I don't know how this works, but certainly we have a lot of generous businesses and industry.
Yes, we do.
Would you be open to support?
Okay. We sent out over 100 letters to area businesses and corporations, and hoping they'll turn around and donate to us.
Well, and I think we all know how generous the community is, right? We just talked
Very fortunate.
before you came on the show. We talked about an annual motorcycle ride music festival that helps with organ donation and Amy Meyer bike rides this weekend. And there's so many different things going on, but everybody steps up to meet the need. So I have no doubt, talking about where we're at with the All Veterans Memorial in Fruitland and where we need to be, I know it's going to happen. Right.
Yes.
So,
it is.
but again, nothing's guaranteed. So don't take that as you don't need to get in on donating, because we want to make sure it happens, because it would be wonderful. And again, I don't know if this is something that, if it all comes together next summer or if it's next fall, depending on when the rest of that, $42,500 shows up. But wouldn't it be nice? Because I guarantee you, when we get to the ceremony and the dedication, it'll be standing room only, won't it?
Very emotional.
We'll invite you for that. So
I would love to be there.
Bike,
They just did something similar in Illinois City, along with their Fireman's Festival. It was absolutely packed, right? So, but I love that, yes, you'll be able to honor folks and have their name be there. And I was in high school when we went to Gettysburg, so some Civil War stuff. But then we went to the Vietnam Wall, and it was just around evening. And you walk up towards a monument like that, the Vietnam Wall, with a group of high school students. They're loud, but as soon as I remember this, getting close to the Vietnam Wall, everybody was quiet, and it's such a powerful, overwhelming place. And I feel like this will be great to have in the area to recognize our veterans, and it couldn't be easier. Again, these forms are all over the place. We've got them here in the store, and if folks, if you can't get out but you want to reach out, I'm sure that there's contact info. Are there any phone numbers or emails?
We've got a Facebook page. They're on the Community Foundation's website.
Perfect.
And we've got them in several different locations around town too. So.
Absolutely.
All the flyers and stuff.
And again, I say this, and I'm not kidding, deep pockets out there. If you don't know what to do with all the money that you've got, I mean, wouldn't it be something to really get this? I mean, we're already off to the races, and I think it's going to go quick.
It's a community effort, and I think it's really important to, a lot of people want to be a part of that.
Yep.
And that's really, it's a very important thing to have everybody involved with it and stuff.
Well,
so it's, even if you don't have a veteran in your family, you still have that feeling of the patriotism and things. So I think it's really important.
Well, we're all certainly well aware that we're sitting here doing a talk show in a grocery store because we live in a free country.
Right.
Right? I mean, there's nobody telling us that we can't do things like this in the media. Nobody's controlling the media. And there are folks right now that are, my cousins that are in the Navy, I think about all the time. It's like I try not to take things for granted or keep things into perspective, because we all know, right, the sacrifices that have been made to allow us to be here and to talk about bringing this together. So I think with the group that you have, I don't see this being an issue as far as making the memorial happen. And I can't wait to get an update. So please keep in touch and let me know, and I'll be happy to keep asking people for their money. I have no problem doing that because it's a good cause.
Just remember, their name will be engraved in granite.
Engraved in granite,
and that doesn't go away.
It does not go away. I mean, this is...
One thing you might think about doing is, if you have a veteran who has about everything, why not consider putting his name or her name on the wall as a Christmas gift?
That's a good idea.
In their memory or honor.
Memory, yes.
And it's often, I don't know if it's a thing with just guys, but, when you get asked, what do you want for your birthday or Christmas? And I didn't serve my country, but I can't think of anything. My birthday was 2 weeks ago, and I had no idea. I'm like, my wife's like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. But I tell you what, that's a great point, Nadine, right? I mean, what a good opportunity to honor them.
Find that most veterans are very modest.
Oh, 100%.
And it's the families that's going to encourage us along.
Well, and that's just it. I mean, that goes hand in hand, right? Folks that have served not wanting recognition, but they're worthy, absolutely worthy. And we'll see that, Veterans Day coming up in November. Certainly we'll have a couple hundred people here at Hy-Vee for that breakfast. And that's a good point, though, Wayne. You're right. I mean, it's the same thing with police and fire. They never want to take credit, but we sometimes need to do it for them, right? If they're not going to do it, just like if you wouldn't have said that you served, I wouldn't have known. So when I say thank you, I mean it, because you made that, whether you made the choice or not. I don't know if you were drafted.
I was drafted.
You were drafted, right? So the choice was made for you, but you still went, right? Yeah. You answered the call, and that says a lot about you. And yeah, there are so many people in our own backyard that are worthy of this. So again, that's a great point. If you're watching and it's a family member and they're stubborn, just do it for them.
There you go.
I mean, not that any veterans are stubborn at all.
No.
Wayne doesn't strike me as stubborn. So that's good. I'm stubborn. But I'm just saying, yeah, maybe you just take care of that for them, and you want to recognize them with putting their name engraved in this. 6 foot tall, 10 foot wide. Absolutely going to be impressive.
Another thing too, Tony,
Sure.
if anybody would like us to come out and visit their group, talk to them,
sure.
give presentation, we're more than happy to. And
Yeah.
any questions, like we said, their phone numbers are there and stuff, and the email. So
That's great.
we're available,
Yeah.
and we're ready for
I
them.
like it. Mobilizing.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Well, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the efforts.
Thank
and
you.
again, for folks that are watching, please know that this is going to be something for everybody in the area. The Fruitland Community Lions Club, looking for members there and absolutely looking to honor our veterans with the All Veterans Memorial coming soon.
Yes.
We'd like to thank Hy-Vee, too, for this opportunity.
Oh,
So-
geez,
Yes.
please. It's my
Yeah.
pleasure. I'm glad Maggie reached out and we made this happen. And
We'll come back for an update.
yeah, please do. I mean, it's an open door as far as
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
concerned. That would be excellent. Thank you all so much. And for everybody watching, again, please reach out. This is for everybody, not just Fruitland, right? Muscatine as well. I mean, I would say Wilton, right?
Anybody.
Anybody
Yeah,
throughout
Liza
the
County.
county. Yeah.
Yeah, Eliza.
Grandview, anywhere.
Absolutely. Well, it's great seeing you all. I appreciate your time. And listen, there's a lot of good information online. Fruitland, Iowa Community Lions Club on Facebook. You can see the page right there. 22 members strong after just chartering in 2015. Off to a very good start, to say the least, with everything that they're involved in. My goodness, I don't know how you have time for all that, quite frankly. But
We make time.
They make
And
time.
We have a good time also.
And they never
awesome.
complain.
Well, thank you all very much. And please let me know when you want to come back for an update, all right?
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
very
you, Tony.
good. Chad, how about we go aisle cam, and we'll let these folks head out and encourage you again to get signed up, honor the veterans in your life. There are quite a few spaces available, and we hope that you'll do that. Thank you all very much. Please come back, okay? Please. Thank you so much. This is awesome. Good to see you, too. It's been too long. Wayne, thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam set up in, again, the beverage aisle, and that looks good. You need a Pepsi. Don't you need a Pepsi? Or a Coke? Watch this segue. What if you wanted a Coke? Because our friends, get ready, Chad, to bail on that. Our friends, I don't want to make anybody mad, but our friends with Atlantic Bottling and the Coca-Cola Company are proud to bring Herky the Hawkeye back to your Muscatine Hy-Vee. What? Herky, the official Iowa Hawkeye mascot, is coming in hot back here at the store Saturday, October 5th. I forgot the date for a second. I remembered it. Herky the Hawkeye, kind of right there. We'll be here for breakfast. Breakfast with Herky the Hawkeye. We did this a couple of years ago. It was a big success, and thanks to Jeff and everybody with Atlantic Bottling, with Coca-Cola. Love a good Coke, what is it, Coke Zero, right? That stuff's fantastic. Like that. They're bringing Herky back, and we're really excited to have Herky back in the store. And we put out a little save the date on social media. The picture, we've got a standout, a cutout of Herky. It's in Matt Schweitzer's office. So look for Herky, and I'll airdrop this to Chad real quick so we can show you. And I would say at this point, just plan on bringing the kids. Even if you don't have kids, it's open to everybody, right? If you're an Iowa Hawkeye fan, the Hawkeyes are on the road that Saturday. There's Herky. Now, it'll be the real mascot, not just the cutout. I want you to understand that. It'll be the real Herky, not just a cardboard cutout. It's not breakfast with a cardboard cutout, although not the worst idea we've ever had either. So Herky will be here Saturday, October 5th, 9 to 11 a.m. Bring the kids, bring the family, or just bring yourself if you're a Hawkeye fan. Fun opportunity to take a picture with Herky. And I promise you, just like last time, I will take Herky all throughout the store. We'll make Herky bag some groceries if he is willing to. And I don't want to work Herky too hard. But here's the best part. Iowa Hawkeyes are in Ann Arbor that Saturday at 11 a.m. I think that sounds right. 11 a.m. They take on Michigan. So it's an away game. So Herky is going to leave here at 11 and fly as fast as he can. Maybe he'll take the Herc 1 jet from Muscatine to Ann Arbor to be at the game. Herky the Hawkeye, Saturday, October 5th, 9 to 11. Can't wait. It's going to be a fantastic time. and we hope that you'll be here for that. Plant-based cooking, if you're watching live, plant-based cooking coming up at noon today, noon till 1 in the club room. I don't know why I'm like hot. Maybe it's the lights. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. Noon till 1, plant-based cooking, awesome recipes, great samples, $5. And I promise you, you'll taste, maybe, you don't do a lot of plant-based stuff. Sometimes you don't even know. They had these, what did they make the last couple of months? They had a meatball recipe that was made with, I don't even remember, eggplants. It was really good. It tasted like a meatball, didn't have meat in it. It's pretty awesome. So please come out to Plant-Based Cooking at noon today. And then also tonight at 4 o'clock is Over the Edge, a little fundraising dinner right here in the Market Grill Express, 4 till close. Percentage of sales donated to Over the Edge, which happens, of course, this Saturday with Big Brothers Big Sisters, Special Olympics of Muscatine, and the Greater Muscatine Community. Why don't we just call it the Chamber of Muscatine? Why do we have to have this long title? Greater Muscatine Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Say that 5 times fast. GMCCI. Big Brothers, Big Sisters, it's all there. That's me going over the edge. Will not be going over the edge this Saturday. Not going to do it, but over 60 people will be. So don't be surprised. Don't be alarmed if you see folks like that harnessed up. Got a sweet harness wedgie going over the side of a building. Is that Spider-Man? No. It's people going over the edge. So it's a great opportunity to raise money. $100,000 last year. I mean, that's a staggering amount in one day for those great causes. We just had Jason Miller on the show this week with Special Olympics and 2 athletes that'll be going over the edge, Danielle Malley and Nathan Paulson. They were here. It's awesome. I'm telling you, if you're watching this, we have tried this week to highlight everything that's going on, and I don't even know if we've scratched the surface, honestly, between Over the Edge Saturday, the Amy Meyer bike ride Saturday, Swamp Stomp on Sunday. Hannah Howard was here yesterday. Jessica Piney Memorial Ride and Music Festival Friday, Saturday. It's a busy time of year, to say the least. So definitely a lot of opportunities to get you out and about. No Hawkeye game this Saturday, though. Just keep that in mind. They have a bye week after a 17-hour game with Iowa State. They could use a little break. Also, did you see the story? You've seen this, right? This kid that was at the game day, ESPN was in Iowa City. He had a sign looking for some beer money, right? Looking to Venmo. You send people money from your phone. Anyways, last check, this Carson King, I think is his name, has raised like $56,000 for and it's all going to go to the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Look at this, over $100,000 because Anheuser-Busch, the distributors of Busch Light, have agreed to match whatever he brought in, and then Venmo, the company, is matching as well. So like I said, last night I checked, and it was $56,000, and it's got to be more than that. I mean, there's the sign right there, Busch Light supply needs replenished. So funny. Home Depot pop-up ad, getting us. Get out of here, Home Depot. Busch Light supply needs replenished, Venmo. So from that sign, nearly, it's going to come in at like $200,000 probably, right? I'm going to go to this kid's Facebook and see exactly where it's at. Give me 1 second here. Carson King. He's got, stand by. Man, it's just going everywhere. The story was on ESPN with Scott Van Pelt. And $75,000. His post an hour ago, when I woke up this morning, we reached over $75,000, and that's before the match. So do $75,000 times 3. That's $225,000 for the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital from a sign asking for beer money. You don't think that there's good in the world? He's donating all of that to the hospital. How much good is that going to do for the kids that are, I mean, I don't know what to say. That's unbelievable. $225,000. Do you wonder if these companies are like, all right, we agreed to match, but holy moly, let's pump the brake a little. That's fantastic. So thanks to Busch Light and Venmo for stepping up to the plate. What can you say? I mean, what a great story. A couple things business-wise here in the store, and we'll get out of here. So Captain John has that fun seafood sale And, this is one of those long shows, isn't it? Captain John's seafood sale going on through Sunday in the back of the store in the seafood department. Asian zing tuna skewers, seasoned salmon portions. Those are good. How about Jamaican cooked shrimp skewers? Love seafood twice, baked potato. There are also some catfish fillets. What's that? It's fillets. Okay. Sail wild frozen salmon fillets. Those are good. Load up on seafood. Stock your freezer. And don't forget the last. We got 2 Mega Meat Mondays coming up still. Next Monday, the 23rd, and then the 30th. We'll take care of that. All right. Get your flu shot. Will you please get the flu shot? I told you that there is a confirmed case or two of influenza in Muscatine County, and that is not a scare tactic. That is a fact. And as a public servant of some sorts, I have to inform you that that's going on. So you talk about getting the flu shot and protecting yourself against influenza, which again is not the same as a stomach bug that, puts you in the bathroom for a day. This is influenza that is really serious and can put you in the hospital, and unfortunately is the cause of death for some folks. So get the flu shot, 20-cent fuel saver. Walk in and get it over in the pharmacy, right in the old arm. It's just all muscle right there, solid muscle. I don't even know how they got the needle bent. They were trying to give me my flu shot. The needle was like, so, but I got it. I got the fuel saver, and I'm good. So for the people that were like, you got the flu shot too early, you're not a doctor and you're wrong. You're on Facebook trying to say I got it too early. And look, there's influenza in our town, and it's terrible, and I'm not trying to make light of it. I'm just saying get the flu shot to keep yourself safe. And you can get it here in the pharmacy. I had a physical yesterday. Let's get physical. Physical. Come on, get physical. And my nurse asked, do you need your flu shot? And I said, I already got it. And she said, wow, that's smart. Did you hear that there's influenza in Muscatine? And I said, I did. I heard it. So it's real. So get the flu shot. What else do I need to tell you? I'm not going to throw my Starbucks. It's marvelous. All right. I don't even know what else I was going to mention. I'm throwing my notes, and I still need my notes. Hold on. Going to Wapello tonight. Yes, it's Thursday, 7 o'clock. Coming in hot to Wapello. Don't you love when there's a new weather person in the Quad Cities on TV and they call it Wapello? I bet people in Wapello, I bet Wapellonians dislike that a lot. It's the same thing for folks in Milan, Illinois. Milan, it's my favorite. So we have Aisles Online grocery shopping here at the store. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we take groceries to Wapello off Highway 61. We meet folks. So if you're in the Wapello area, you can order online and select the Wapello pickup location. We usually have 2 Hy-Vee vans full of groceries leaving the store. And we're in Wapello from 7 till 8. This continues to grow. We've been able to hire delivery drivers, so that's exciting. Thank you for helping us create jobs, right? I mean, if you want to really drill into it, that's awesome. And we'll continue to go to Wapello Tuesdays and Thursdays. Somebody asked, would you consider adding a third day? I'm not opposed, but we need to talk about that. In the meanwhile, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're coming in hot to Wapello. All right, brand new ad in the Discover Muscatine newspaper. I realized yesterday after the show that I literally did not hit send on my email to Chad. I got upstairs. Don't have air conditioning in my office. It's hot. Not thinking right. I actually, this morning, I borrowed Matt Schweitzer, my boss's fan, from his office. Put it on my desk because he's in Des Moines today. Shh, don't tell him. I'll put it back. He won't even know unless you people tell him. So this is in the Discover Muscatine newspaper. $9.99 grand buffet, all you care to eat, includes a fountain drink from 4 till 9. And if we scroll down a little, you're going to see what you could have. So say you come in and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm so hungry, but I think I want a salad bar at Chinese. Okay, that's fine. And then maybe somebody else in your family's like, but I want pizza and a sandwich. Cool. And then somebody else is like, I like stuff from the kitchen. Well, you can all have your respective food and eat it too. For $9.99, it's the grand buffet. That's awesome. And then tomorrow, coming in hot, Friday night deal only, 4 till 9, catfish nuggets, hush puppies, coleslaw, and corn. $5, dine-in only. That's an awesome deal. Talking to Kim Beckman this morning, our kitchen manager, outlining. Oh, I got to tell you. I'll tell you in a second. In the meanwhile, this is... we were talking about some fun stuff. Sunday, NFL, Sunday ticket. We've got all the games. You can watch your favorite team, and the games start at noon. These deals, keep in mind, are from noon till 6. Hand-cut fries, wings, tater tots, all you can eat, $12. Love that. Some pulled pork sandwiches for $2. That's awesome. And the all-you-can-eat pizza also on Sundays for $5, right? So that just sounds like a great idea. And then the drink specials for the NFL on Sunday, you can have your fair share of good beverages. Mixed drinks are $3. Draft beers, 99 cents. Wow. Or a glass of wine, BOGO, buy one, get one free. Love it. What I was going to tell you, and I probably shouldn't put the cart before the proverbial horse, but coming in October, we are going to bring back the super cheap tenderloin sandwiches. And if you remember, we've done this twice in the last year, and it was awesome. I think we sold several thousand tenderloins at a really good price of $1.99 each. So that's coming back in October. More details on that soon. Thank you to our guests today. It was awesome having Matt Piney, who's been my friend for 7 years now, 6 or 7 years. I've only been in town for 7 years. Matt was here along with Jeff Glenn. We talked about the 9th annual Jessica Piney Memorial Ride and Music Festival that starts tomorrow, Friday, September 20th, with live music at 6 p.m. outside on Iowa Avenue near the Mississippi Brew. Cost is $5 for Friday's music, $5 for Saturday. All proceeds go to the Iowa Donor Network and to Jessica Faye's Closet. Iowa Donor Network is helping organ donation and organ donation awareness. Saturday, there's a motorcycle ride that leaves from Muscatine and goes all the way to Burlington, which is exciting, with a stop and some live music at Ducky's. So don't miss out on that. Jessica Piney, it's a really tough story for the Piney family that they have truly turned into a triumph, losing a child. I can't even imagine. But that's what happened, unfortunately. And they donated Jessica's organs, helped Sharon Phillips in the creation of Jessica Faye's Closet, which has clothing and other items available for free for folks in need. And then 9 years strong with the Jessica Piney Memorial Ride and Music Festival. It's a heck of a story and a triumph, and hope you'll be there this weekend. And also thanks to Maggie and Wayne and Janine and Nadine. I just thought Maggie Curry was coming with the Fruitland Community Lions Club, but that's okay. It was great to have those folks here, and I appreciate their time. The Fruitland Community Lions Club working hard on the All Veterans Memorial. This will be 6 foot tall, 10 foot wide in Fruitland, honoring all area veterans. $100. Their name will be in granite. That's a big deal. We definitely care about our servicemen and women and want you to recognize their efforts right here with the Fruitland Community Lions Club. And it says on the back, a special thank you to the following L&M students in Barb Noble's art class for their design ideas. So that's pretty cool, right? Shout out to L&M students that helped out with that. It's going to be fantastic once this gets the funding that it needs, which is just about $42,000 away from where they're currently at. So again, if you've got deep pockets and you want to write a check to make this reality sooner, please direct it to the Fruitland Community Lions Club. Thank you to CVI Bank and Trust. Thanks to Toyota Muscatine and Team Staffing for their continued support. We look forward to Friday, one more show this week. Tomorrow we'll talk to Krista Regenetter. She's got a hard last name to pronounce. It's kind of like my last name, which is Lokinsol. Tone is easy to say. You can't mess up tone. Tone. Pretty easy, right? Nobody ever says tone wrong. Lokinsol? Whoo-wee. My whole life. 3rd grade teacher, Lockenspiel. First day of class. Raise my hand. There's no P in my name. Got in trouble first day, 3rd grade. Sorry about that. What was her name, that teacher? Can't remember it. Getting old now. But email me if you have a guest suggestion is what I was getting at. Hy-Vee@gmail.com. You can reach out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can call the store. You know, Maggie Curry called me here at the store, got me some info. They were on the show. It's that easy, right? I can't assume to know everything that's going on. I would never do that. And we need your help to keep bringing good guests on this program. And we'll continue to feature them and highlight all the good that's going on. It's been a tough week. You know, I started the show talking about that. Tough week for Muscatine. You never want to be in the news for what we've been in the news. But I promise you, there is more good going on than bad. All the time. But guess what doesn't happen enough? The good doesn't get on the news, right? It should. I'm not saying we need to ignore the things that have happened this week, but we also need to make sure that we're shining a light on all the good and all the people that are working their tails off, because that is going on right now. I mean, we just gave you 2 examples today with our guests, right? All week we've been doing that. And tomorrow with Krista Regenator, ISU Extension, Muscatine County, brand new building. I mean, come on, folks, there's a lot going on here. So you just sometimes have to know where to find it, and I hope that you can use this as a resource, the Hy-Vee Today Show. That's what we're here for. All right, that's it. I've said enough. This is one of the longest shows we've done. I've got to get out of here. Got to get back up to my 80-degree office with my boss's fan, all right? Listen, if anybody has a fan they're looking to get rid of, I would happily accept your donation. Take care, everybody. Goodbye. We're done.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.